So today we are filming a get ready for school slash birth because I'm pregnant video. So there's just gonna be a bunch of random things that I'm doing to kind of prep for this future baby and this school year that actually starts in like 4.5 weeks, which is crazy to me. But we are gonna get there. I turned 17 weeks pregnant, so I'm trying to get as much stuff done before my 3rd trimester, which I know is a ways away, but it's been going really fast. And with summer almost ending, I know when school starts, that takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and so I know I'm not going to want to do these things after I'm done doing school for the day. And also I have to keep up with the house after school is done, or attempt to. Sometimes it falls behind a lot. So my poor husband. So I'm going to show you all my lists. I'm a list person. It started when I was younger, like a child, and I just thought it was super cool, and I just like would make lists and like all this stuff, and I just thought it made me super sophisticated and like, you know, one of those like well-dressed businesswomen going off to their office and stuff. I don't know why it was weird. But then as I got older, it just turned into like a kind of a habit because I did it for fun so much when I was a kid, and it just kind of stuck. And now as an adult, I love lists. Like if I can't sleep at night and I keep thinking about like all the stuff I have to do tomorrow, like I'll just get on my phone and like write it down real quick, or if I think of something, I'll just like mark it in my planner. And it helps me like relax, because if I don't, I keep thinking like I'm gonna forget it. So I'm gonna stop here and I'm going to insert all my lists, and comment down below if you are a list person, because I most definitely am. So my first section of lists are just 2 lists of things I need to pack when we go away, and just things I don't want to forget to pack. Over here is all the clothes that we have for Isaac. So he's in a size 2 now, but I feel like by the time fall winter comes around, he's going to be a size 3. So we have started getting him that size 3 like warmer clothes for fall and winter. So this is the stuff that we have. And then I also have down here all of the sizes of shoes that we have. So we have a size 6 winter boots, a size 7 sandals, 8 black shoes. So when I go garage sailing in a couple weeks, because there's going to be another big garage sale here, I can know if I see shoes in those sizes that we don't need those, or we have sandals but we don't have shoes, or what vice versa. Isaac also wears a 5.5, so the size 6's boots might fit him come winter, but I'm going to look for size 7's just in case. And we also don't have any size 6 shoes, so I will be looking for some of those. And then this is stuff that I'm just going to look out for at the garage sale. Kane a light jacket, Isaac more pants, Isaac winter boots, pajamas, Aubrey a size bigger in snow pants, Kane a size bigger in snow pants, Aubrey needs boots, I'm sorry I can't talk, Aubrey needs boots, and Isaac needs winter boots, and then he needs size 6 shoes. So that's my first section of lists. Then I have started a list of gift ideas for Kane, because his birthday's coming up. So as I think of things that he might like, I like write them down so I can remember them. Items we need for the baby. Baby items. Gosh, I am really struggling today. Baby items that we would like to try, but aren't necessarily needed. This is stuff that we need for postpartum. This is stuff we need for birthing supplies because we have home birth. And this is stuff that we have, but we just have to collect in a basket for like when I go into labor. All right, so now that you've seen all my lists, my game plan for the next few months. So this is the last week in July. So we have August, we start school at the end of August. So then we have August. In the month of August, I'm going to try and finish all of my house projects. The kids need to clean, and I need to help them with this because we have to declutter all the toys in the garage and then clean that up. They're responsible for keeping the garage clean because they just throw their toys in there. It's not all Kane and Aubrey's fault though, because Isaac gets in there and terrorizes. So a lot of it is him, but Kane and Aubrey are responsible for the garage. But I'm going to help them this month by helping them declutter it. So we're going to declutter the garage. I want to declutter the storage closets in the downstairs bathroom. I need to get rid of a few more things in the basement. We did a huge declutter, me and my husband, but there's still like certain bins, that stuff that got left out that needs to be dealt with that I just have not gotten back down there to do. So I want to do that. I want to declutter our kitchen and organize that. And those are kind of the main things that I need to do. We've already done pretty much everything in the upstairs. That is my goal for that. As far as the baby, everything's kind of on hold for that. As far as getting ready. So when I went to have Isaac, I set up the crib, the bassinet, all of the stuff months in advance. And we ended up not using the crib until Isaac was 6 months old. So that meant for like 6 months before he was born and the 6 months after he was born, it literally just collected clothes and laundry and junk. So luckily we don't have to worry about that because Isaac is still in the crib right now. We will probably have to start transferring him into a bed when he turns 2. But for now he's in the crib, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm not going to set up the bassinet or any of the baby items until November. So by the end of November, I want to have all of the baby stuff set up and ready to go so that the month of December I can focus on Christmas and or having the baby because I'm due January 4th. So there is a good possibility that I will have a December baby. So I want to have everything ready by the end of November. So in November, you can look forward to more baby videos because I will start getting things out and being more prepared, and I can film some of the videos. I really just don't have the energy to go down and dig out all the stuff to film a video, put it back down there, and then get it out in November. So it is staying in the basement until November. And then the other thing that we are doing up until November is purchasing. So if you saw my list that I showed, you will see that there's a section of postpartum things I need for postpartum. There's a list of things that I need for the birth because we have home births. So I will do more videos on home births probably. I like watching other people's home birth videos because obviously I can relate to it, but also I just know some people find it very interesting. So I will share my home birth supply video. And then also some items that we need specifically for the baby. So over the next few months, I'm going to continue to look for sales and find that stuff and mark it off and get that ready so that when November comes, we can just set up and put everything where it needs to go and have it super organized for the birth, which I will share more about. You'll see part of what we're going to do for that in the next clip. It is the next day and I am cleaning out our little cabinet in the bathroom in preparation for the future. And we don't have everything we need for this baby being born, but I want this shelf to be my birthing shelf that we can just put everything in the month before I'm due, because we are going to try and do sorry, the lighting's poor. We're going to try and do our water birth in here instead of getting a birthing tub. We're going to try and do it in the bathtub. And then I also have, hello, to clean out in here. We have not really done that since we remodeled our bathroom a year ago. So that is our goal today. So I finished, again, sorry the lighting's bad. So up here is some towels and stuff that we don't use normally, but I know we'll use for our birth that we're sitting around. This is all the stuff that we use for birth. And then this is actually for the baby after it's born, stuff like that. So I have more stuff that has to go in there as we get stuff closer to and after I purchase everything. And then this is all of our other stuff that was in there, just more neatly organized. Jane, what's special about today?
Doing T-ball.
T-ball. And what's sad about today?
My last day of T-ball.
Yeah, it's your last day. But we had a good time doing it when we did, didn't we? Yeah. Say hi, Isaac. Hi. Okay. Yeah, so we're off to Kane's last day of T-ball, and this is Aubrey's last week of softball too, but she has a couple more days left. One thing I've done to prep for this year is my sister-in-law gave me this tiny little binder, and we put our health and safety unit in it because it comes as just loose papers, and she gave me these protectors. So I cut out all of the rules and things that you're supposed to cut out to put on your wall and later ones, and then we just put all of the pages in here so it's ready to go. And then like this one, it's a game for the kids to help them learn and memorize stuff. So we had to cut those out. So I just pre-cut everything out that I could. We're not using this until after Christmas when we start back school from the baby. This is when we're going to do the health class. We have other classes that will last us the first half of the year that we're doing in place of this. And then this we'll do for the second half of the year. But I knew I wasn't going to want to do it after the baby was born. And I also knew I wasn't going to want to have to prep it while still working on her other school. So I'm just getting it all ready. I'm going to go put it in the bin in the other room. And then after Christmas, after the baby's born, I can just pull this out and we're good to go. Next thing that we prepped this week was these binders. I got them at a garage sale and they're the nice, really thick ones. I have a card covering our last name. But then I just wrote Kane, our last name, the 2021-2022 first grade file. So I will put all of their stuff that we need to keep on file for records that we are homeschooling them, and stuff like keepsakes and stuff. If you watch my earlier video, you know we do that every year. So I got this one so I can start filing stuff as we use it. And then we did one for Aubrey as well. Her favorite color is blue, so we did blue for her, gosh. And we did red for Kane. And then the other thing is Kane's phonics comes with these flashcards that you had to tear apart. So I tore all of them apart and put the ones in the bag that we need to use. And they suggested having 3 plastic bags. So this one is to keep all of them in. And then as they tell you, you need to learn this number, and this number of card, you take that and you put it into the learning bag and you work on learning them. And then after they've mastered them, you can move them to the mastered bag and just review them like once a month or just on occasion. And then these ones they would review every day until they have them learned. So I thought that was such a great idea that I actually did the same with Aubrey's multiplication flashcards. So we have the ones that we're like working on or like that we need to work on. And then we have the ones that she's learning. Some of these need to be moved to the mastered bag. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. And then Kane also had these mini books. So they're just, that came with his phonics that I had to cut apart and just staple together. And they tell you in his phonics when to read these. And they're just like cute little stories. They're like 4 pages long. So there you go. To help him learn his reading. So I put all of these in a bag so I can just pull them out when they tell me I need to. I'm sorry, I can't get that in there, but that's fine. There we go. The other thing that my sister-in-law actually did for me is she has a book binder thing, which is so cool. If you homeschool, having one of those would be a lifesaver. It's awesome. So it has like this nice plastic cover in the front, and she bound these for me. So this is the History Student 1 from The Good and the Beautiful, grades 1 through 3. So this is the workbook that is for the students 1 through 3, or I should say 1st through 3rd grade. Make more sense. So there's just some pages that they will tell you when they can do them. There's some worksheets. So Kane might not have to be able to do all of them. Some of them are a little bit more complicated than others, but he should be able to do a good chunk of them. And then you print off from The Good and the Beautiful, whichever levels, because there's multiple levels of the book. So I had to print one off for Aubrey, and she's in 5th grade, so I printed off the 4th through 6th grade one. And hers is obviously, you can tell, a little bit more in depth. Some of them are just coloring pictures, but some of them are a little bit more detailed. So those were the other things that we did this week to prep for school starting in a month.